What's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? Happy Sunday morning to any and everybody out there. Thank you all for joining. Bell Kings Fantasy Football League, Week 1, Season 2. We're going to go ahead and get this started. I got a busy day today. Normal rundown as usual. Let's see what we got here. Let's go ahead and get the ball rolling. I missed Thursday night's game. I was at work. I did. I was tired. I am tired. I know we got a lot of games this week. I cannot lie to any and everybody out there. I will be honest with you. It's going to be crazy in my opinion because I'm seeing the injuries coming already. Travis Kelce hyperextended his knee last Tuesday before the first game. I did see that Christian Watson is hurt. Who else is out there? We got a couple of injuries out there that's just bananas. So I'm not even going to act like I know what's going to happen. No. We're not going to do that. Not this week. Not week 1. Normally the first couple of weeks things are a little up in the air, and I will say very much up in the air with what's going to happen. After this week, I say probably by after the third week, we'll probably start getting comfortable. I'm not. I'm just not, honestly. We're going to keep it. I'm just not going to do that. No. What we got on week 1 right now. Start them and sit them for running backs on week 1. Let's get this ball rolling. Information is coming from NFL.com. Check them out for yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. I will throw it up here for you to see it as we are doing right now. So as of right now, we've got Javonte Adams is recommended to be started against the Raiders this week. Let's see what we got. So it's worth putting him in running back 2 or flex position. Okay. I don't know what to expect from the Broncos this season. Personally, myself, I do not know what to expect from the Broncos this season. Issue with Russell Wilson, even though he does have a new coach, we're going to see what's going to go down. Y'all got to excuse me, I'm just waking up. But we're here. We're here and we're going to do this. Get rid of you right here. Running backs under Sean Payton used to average 9.6 targets a game, which is good. I'm going to let you all decide. I have no idea right now. They're recommending James Cook against the Jets. That's the Bills. The Bills normally have a high-power offense. The Jets, yes, I am wearing a jersey. The Jets have a lot to prove this season, in my opinion. They got to make the playoffs. Definitely be above 500, and they got to make the playoffs. Morning, Helen. How you doing, ma'am? Appreciate you being here. Thank you. I can't argue anybody against the Bills going against the Jets, but I just want to see the Jets win. This season, I'm looking for them to win. They got to put it down. You got Aaron Rodgers, you got Alan Lazard, you got the Jets. Y'all are loaded. I'm gonna need y'all to come clean this season. Honestly, I'm going to need you all to come clean. J.K. Dobbins against the Texans. Excuse me. What am I going to say? I heard the Titans had a very good preseason. The Ravens got to go ahead and put it down themselves. Matter of fact, both of these teams got to put it down themselves. Both of them. Plain and simple. Honestly. Good Lord. There's your information for it. What y'all want me to say? What do you want me to say? I just can't. Jahmyr Gibbs against the Chiefs. Man, listen. That was a Thursday night game. I believe Detroit won, did they not? That's the information that would have been pertinent for that game before that game. You'll see the results yourself. One potential Jonathan Taylor replacement would be Raheem Mostert. Now, I remember Raheem Mostert when he was on the 49ers. I know he's been in Miami for a minute, going up against the Chargers. I believe there's going to be decent results for the Chargers this season. Very high-powered offense. Very enthusiastic team, a lot of high energy around that team, a lot of hype, a lot of support. They've got to come through. But the Dolphins are just as high energy. They have just as much support. And they look like they're going to meet expectations this season, in all honesty. Running backs that you should sit, Najee Harris. I 100% disagree with this. Najee Harris is the running back, one of the running backs of the future, in my opinion. Built like Derrick Henry, runs like Derrick Henry. But he's up against the 49ers. The 49ers are a potential Super Bowl team. They were deep in the playoffs last season. To me, I would say Najee Harris has to prove himself by racking up points all season. Steelers need to give him the ball. Team needs to be behind him. He should be the future of that team, just as much as Derrick Henry was the future for the Titans when he came in all honesty. Rashad White from the Bucs against the Vikings, I don't know about this. I do not know what happened. Oh, good. I do not know about this. The Bucs do not have Tom Brady, but they were already a team before he got there. The Vikings, they are a problem for the NFL. Anybody going against them, in my opinion. They did real good last year. They were impressive last season. Rashad White, you man, good luck. That's all I can say. Good luck. Because I believe the Vikings will be ready for you. No disrespect. Sit Jamal Williams versus the Titans. I didn't drafted him with that. He will be a strong starting option the first 3 weeks with Alvin Kamara suspended, but it's too much. I kind of agree. The Titans allowed the third fewest fantasy points to running backs last season, which includes the second fewest running yards and the fewest touchdowns. Wow. But he's a rookie, which means he's got the potential. He's got the enthusiasm, and he's going to go for it. Good luck to both. Deion Jackson and Evan Hill against the Jaguars. I don't know what to expect from the Colts this season. I have no idea what to expect from them. I'm reading what they got here. Nah. I don't know what to put them against the Jaguars. The Jaguars started gelling around the end of last season. And quite honestly, the Colts looked like they were falling apart. So I have to agree with sitting them. I would just hate to see them get points and I wouldn't have them on my team, in all honesty. Ladies and gentlemen, those are running backs week 1 in accordance with NFL.com recommendations. Let's take it back. We'll go to the wide receivers now. Start them is sitting week 1 wide receivers. We have Chris Olave or Olave versus the Titans. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but you see his name. So you don't want to start the running backs, but you do want to start wide receivers. All right, we'll just see how it goes. We truly will. The Saints do have Derek Carr, who I do think is an excellent addition to that team. And the Titans, I don't know what's going to happen. We got to see. Like I said, I'm not making any. I can't. It's a little too early. At least for me, it's a little too early. Jahan Dotson of the Commanders versus the Cardinals. The Commanders have been recommended. Wow. And I have seen the Cardinals play myself. Don't sleep on the Cardinals. I'll tell any and everybody out there, do not sleep on the Cardinals. They do have something. They will be somewhere in the season. It's just up and down. They do play tough football, honestly. They recommend Jahan Dotson against the Cardinals. Go for it. Go for it. Drake London versus the Panthers. I like Carolina. I know Drake was drafted, and there's a lot of potential and enthusiasm behind him. Carolina, I don't know what the hell y'all doing this season. I don't know what you all going to do this season. You have been 100% rebuilt, in my opinion. I have no idea what to expect from you all. But you have picked up excellent players. You also have a roster of new and young players. And I will say new or young as in you've drafted a lot of players over the past couple of seasons and replaced some of the older ones. So I have no idea what to expect from Carolina. Quite frankly, with the Falcons, I think you all have a reputation to fix personally. I really do. But we're going to see how this goes. We have to see how that goes. That's going to be, I'll probably be watching that game today. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin against the Vikings. Yes, but also they've got their hands full. The Vikings are no joke. I don't think the Vikings ought to be slept on. I really don't. I was avoiding Bucks receivers in many of my drafts, but if you take a chance on them, week one's a good time. I have to agree. Not only is this an indoor game, ding, which usually boosts offensive numbers, but the Vikings struggle mightily against receivers in 2022. They allowed the most yards and the second most fantasy points per game to the position. They also gave up the most yards to receivers who lined up wide and the fourth most to those who lined up in the slot, which sounds like their secondary isn't that much. And you're going up against two, I'll call them veteran receivers in the game. Those two have been there for a minute. They put up excellent numbers. I would recommend watching this game if you have it in your area. I would recommend watching this game. This would be a good matchup, in my opinion. Potential Cooper Cup replacement would be Sky Moore against the Lions. Well, Thursday night's game, from my understanding, Sky Moore. And I've drafted Sky Moore, one of my NFL fantasy teams. Well, one of my fantasy football teams, excuse me. I did draft Sky Moore because I think the receivers will be getting numbers for the Chiefs. I think everybody in the Chiefs is going to get numbers. However, with Travis Kelce down, now they all have to step up. Kelce was a decent distraction to leave a lot of them open, but as of right now, what you have is all of them will probably be covered more than they would have been if Kelce was still in the lineup. Kelce does need to heal. Kelce does need to get 100% healthy. And quite frankly, I think Kelce needs to take his time coming back because they damn sure want him for the postseason. They don't want to lose him for the rest of the season, especially if they make the potential, if they have the potential to go to Super Bowl, which we do know that they have. Kansas City's probably going back in the AFC. Everybody in the AFC has to get past them. Right now, I think it will be the Eagles and the Chiefs going back to the Super Bowl. And that has to be debunked. Good luck to everybody out there because it's not looking like it's going to be debunked. It does not. Sit them. Gabe Davis against the Jets. The Jets defense has a lot of respect from what I've heard and been seeing. If anybody out there knows of any reason not to like the Jets defense, I don't know why. They have a great defense. They are going up against high-powered Buffalo Bills. I can understand that, but I see why they said to sit them. You may not see numbers with the Jets, but you have to watch them play. And anybody who knows anything about sports knows numbers do not describe everything when it comes to games. Seriously. It does not. The Jets defense is no joke, and they've been pretty good over the past couple of years, in all honesty. Michael Pittman of the Colts versus the Jaguars. Michael Pittman has a decent decent numbers, decent recommendations from a lot of people. If you play fantasy football, you do see his name pop up in the waiver wire, which means you didn't draft him, but if somebody goes down, you want to get him. This is the truth. I would probably keep him on my radar, regardless of whether they say to sit him or to play him. He will definitely be on the radar, especially as a backup. Absolutely. Marquise Brown against the Commanders. I like his talent. I just hate all the circumstances around him this season. I agree. And the Commanders, they don't put up a lot of numbers. They don't win a lot of games, but they can be tough. And I've seen it. I'll tell you that as a fan. I'll tell you that as somebody who has watched a few of the numbers. The Commanders can be tough. They can be tough to go against. Damn sure tough to draft because they may not put up the numbers you want them to, but good Lord, they will stop some numbers too. In all honesty. Rashad Bateman of the Ravens against the Texans. Who do we have here? The original co-host himself has shown up. Brian, what's good, bro?
Good morning. How are we doing today?
We'll be better when you turn your camera on. What the hell are you talking about? But what's going on? We're not periscoping this broadcast. Turn your camera. Wake up.
Oh, no Periscope vision?
No periscope
Crap.
vision. Yeah, I'm hating.
Yeah, you hate big
It's
time.
it's 2023. Video conference. Don't be sitting there on audio. The hell is wrong with y'all? We are not voicemail. We are live.
What if I'm camera shy?
You're not. As much as Texas struggled against the run last year, they were strong against receivers. Excellent. They allowed the fifth fewest fantasy points per game to the position at just 366 yards on deep passes, third fewest in NFL. Excellent. There's your recommendations. As of right now, that is wide receivers week 2 information from NFL.com. Brian, I've covered running backs and wide receivers. So I'm only 2 positions down. Anything you'd like to add to the mix, my good man?
As far as today's game, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. With D'Amico Ryan's under the helm, the defense like during the preseason for the Texans. The defense has shown really, really well. Offense still, as per usual, they need time to work together and kind of, gel. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, Stroud's making improvements along the way. Offensive line still needs some tweaking. Other than that, I mean, you got your dual running backs with Singletary and Damian Pierce, which a nice uh, little punch and finesse right there.
Mhm.
And then wide receiver core, Nico Collins. I mean, it's about time for him to shine. Meacham, we just got him back. So, and then veteran veteran receivers. So it's gonna be an interesting game. Um, it'll probably be a good physical matchup. I would probably say 7 point difference.
Go for it. Go for it.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I know, like Baltimore has their rep. They have their reputation, but with all the new players and everything. But I think Texas may pull out this one. They may pull it off.
Gotcha. Anything on running backs and wide receivers from your aspect? I've already covered the position, so go for yours in all honesty.
With the running back position, I mean, yeah, they are crucial. They're very important. Um, I did they come up with that deal that was an issue during a few weeks ago
Who?
with the running backs as far as like pay wise and all that?
I'm going to say yes because all the rosters were filled. So I would say yes. Have I seen anything specific other than what was headlines? No.
Oh, okay, because I just know like the whole Jonathan Taylor situation.
Right.
So yeah, but other than that, I mean, I think this will probably be, yeah, I think running backs will show out this year.
Anybody specific that you would have a preference for?
Um, which is quite interesting. Let me get my thingies up here.
Well, honestly, I know you covered the Texans. Anything you want to elaborate with the Texans will be pretty good.
With the Texans, it's I mean, we'll see how the offense does. I know defense will really will make an impact. D'Amico Ryan's being that he started in Houston, so um and he was the defensive coordinator under Saleh back up in San Francisco,
Hmm.
and and in the offseason, I mean in the preseason, um, the defense the defense shown that they mean business. So on the defensive side of the Texans, I mean it's gonna be a good, it'll be a good test. I mean because you got the dual threat of Lamar Jackson, and then you got J.K. Dobbins.
Hmm.
So we'll see how the front seven holds up on that, and then the secondary. I mean, the secondary style. I mean, just I always struggle with his name. 24 Sting. Ah. Anyway, number 24, the Texans.
Right. Pull them up. Pull them up. We got time.
Yeah.
Pull them
Uh,
up.
roster.
Hi, man. Rich was good. It'll be take care of your plumbing issues. I may not be long. You're good, man. I appreciate you. Sadie, how you doing? Thank you for being here as well, man. Rich, you're good. You got to handle that real world. I understand. I got to take care of some stuff around here later on myself. So we are all right.
Oh wow,
Yeah. We are.
the Texans versus Colts. That's gonna be almost sellout.
Yeah, it is. Week one. They're going to be there. They are going to be there. I'm sitting here sharing the broadcast out while you're talking, so forgive me.
Oh, you're good, man.
Like I said, go for yours. I'm pretty sure
Um,
there's a few things NFL wise you want to put out there, so go for it.
Stingley Jr.
There you go.
The defensive back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's playing good. See how Taveri Thomas. See how he does. Henry 2020. I mean, guy's solid.
Right.
Um, yeah, Jimmy Ward. I mean, he's out there. So a lot of veterans, a lot of rookies, a lot of mixed company, but I think overall, I mean, for what I saw when I went to the 2 training camps, I mean, defense is solid.
Gotcha. I don't know what I'm gonna do with her sometimes. I just don't. I'm not putting that up.
What?
I'm just not. We're gonna go to tight end.
Hey, Sadie.
Have mercy. Lord have mercy. Sit them and start them for tight ends. NFL.com information, ladies and gentlemen. We are at Kyle Pitts over the Panthers. I kind of want to agree with this. Kyle Pitts, rookie tight end. And I'll say rookie is in season 1, season 2 for the Falcons. Yeah. I actually drafted him in one of my leagues. I'm going to see how he does. I got to see how it goes. And honestly, yeah, I agree with them. Start Kyle Pitts. Like I said, Carolina is, in my opinion, fully rebuilt. They're brand new. They're new. They got a gel. Brian, your thoughts?
Yeah, what is Mariota starting?
Yeah, I'm not sure who's starting, but he's in the lineup. I think Ritter is starting.
Hmm.
Ritter is starting.
Then I would, yeah, if Ritter's starting, then I would sit him because if Mariota was starting, then I would say play him. At least you get that familiarity right there. So he had 80 yards and a touchdown, 9 targets on the first game. He followed up with the 2 catches on 28. Still, the volume matters. And the Falcons clearly saw a mismatch of Pitts against Carolina defense. And that Falcons do more.
You paid a premium pick to get Pitts. What are you going to do? Bench him? I have to agree. You got to start him. You got to start him.
Yeah, because I mean, you won't know unless you roll the dice.
Exactly. Well, this is one you roll the dice on.
Yeah.
This is a game you roll your dice on, honestly. Like I said, Carolina's, you have no idea what to expect from them. And Kyle Pitts, they probably going to go for him. They're going to go at him. They're going to give the ball to him, a lot of that. Tyler Higbee of the Rams against the Seahawks.
I'd play him.
I would too, but I got high expectations for the Seahawks. I think they're going to make it.
Yeah, but the thing about it is though, you use Higbee just for like the small ones. Like if you're like 2nd and 3, use them on that front. You know,
let me put
3 and 1, use them on that front. You know,
information up more than anything.
Because even though like if it, like, I would just use it for like short gains. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna run it like this. That's a good.
Whether it be like a 6-yard pass, 5-yard pass, whatever. Just keep it small with the tight end because at least that'll be, you know, you're not heavily relying on the back and the running back. I mean the wide receiver and the running back.
The Rams offense is in a much better position now than those 2 games. He's in streaming. Okay, good. So they recommend getting him. I did see, and I got about 5 leagues going. I did see his name picked up a few times. So people are watching him. What I did was try to watch other tight ends. And I've always said this, in the event of an injury, his name kept coming up. Oh, that's the other one. I think Mark Andrews is down. Is he not?
Mark Andrews, he's questionable.
Uh-huh. So you got 2 of the top 3 tight ends in the NFL, not 100%. And
I know.
Number 2, George Kittle, quite frankly, is questionable in the first place. So your top 3 tight ends in the NFL have injury or health issues, no disrespect. So you got to look at who else is out there.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's where we're at already in week 1.
Yeah, so like in Glick's league, I have both Travis Kelce and Mark Andrews, and I have them both bench. So as a substitute, I have Gerald Everett of the Chargers.
Gerald Everett doesn't get enough numbers, but he is up there. I did run with a Conquer based on what we were told. The Tennessee Titans rookie tight end, I believe it is.
Yeah.
I got him.
Yeah.
And I centered around him on purpose because I was like, if somebody goes down here, I was like, boom.
And then for my other league, I so my 2 tight ends that I have Jawan Johnson of the Saints, which will be a good because he'll be a good target for Derek Carr. And then I also have like Travis Kelce as well, but I got him benched. And then I also have for the Titans Chigoziem Okonkwo. Yeah, I have him. So pretty much I'll see. I mean, I got him on the bench for right now, but I think from what it's saying about Okonkwo, um, I am really butchering his name.
Okonkwo.
Okonkwo. Yeah,
There you go.
I'm just trying to enunciate, man.
I know. I told you last week. You still forget. I get it. I get it. I can't get it. I can't get the first name down, but I know the last. I'm familiar with the last name.
But yeah, so he moves up to the number one tight end spot for the Titans, and so he'll be competing with DeAndre Hopkins, which will obviously get Ryan Tannehill's attention. But Okonkwo's volume, it'll be a weekly option. But I'll go roll ahead and roll the dice because I think with the Titans offense, man, they're rolling.
Yeah, I think Titans are going to be good. We just got to see if they're going to produce because they've gotten close and made me look crazy. But I will still support them.
Matter of fact, I'm asking my
Above
make
500. I will support them above 500 potential playoffs. I'll still stick with that.
I'll go ahead and make that switch. I'll go ahead and put Okonkwo in and bench Johnson, even though it's like a 1 point projected score.
Which isn't much. I agree.
Yeah, because I mean you got Johnson that's projected at 5, and then Okonkwo is projected at 4. But
They're right there.
I'm already starting Ryan Tannehill and DeAndre Hopkins, so why not make it a trifecta?
Right.
Let me go ahead and make it a coup de grace.
Go for it. Dalton Kincaid of the Buffalo Bills against the Jets.
See, that's the thing. See, man, because you got Knox too.
I know.
And
why are people giving up on Dawson Knox? Dawson Knox is my question.
Don't give up on Dawson Knox. I mean, because I got him in one of my leagues.
See, Dalton Kincaid is a tight end you
want.
want.
I have him in our have him in our league. I have Dawson Knox.
He brings a low floor but a sneaky upside in this matchup. See, these are the kind of players that you want when you draft. Anybody with a sneaky upside you want on your squad. So I do like this recommendation. I appreciate this. What we got here? Juwan Johnson against Titans. You were just talking about him.
Yep.
He's a sleeper everybody likes. Good. Good pick, good pick, good pick. Sam Laporta of the Lions against the Chiefs.
Well, he did so-so.
He did so-so on Thursday night?
Yeah.
And the Lions did win that game, did they not?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. He's a tight end one in his first game. Nice. Sit him. Dalton Schultz against the Ravens. Unbelievable.
Well, I mean, because of CJ Stroud. So
Understood.
we don't know how the rapport is.
Gotcha. With it being, they say here, week 1 feels like a risky proposition.
Yeah.
For Dalton Schultz. And Dalton Schultz did good in Dallas. Let's be he was good in Dallas.
Oh, he was awesome in Dallas.
He was good in Dallas. He's up against the Ravens. I got that, but he was good in Dallas. I'd keep my eyes on him if I was everybody else. I really would. Chikozim Okonkwo. Here we go again, y'all.
Yeah, here we go again.
Sit him against the Saints. He finds himself in a crowded passing game on an offense that still figures to be run heavy. Plus, the matchup is terrible. Last year, the Saints allowed the fewest fantasy points per game to tight ends by a good margin. Okay. But you want to risk a rookie every now and then. And if you got some guts and if you're wild, like reckless as I am, you would go ahead and start him, even though it is the Saints.
Well, like I said, I'm starting him. So why not make it a coup de grace? So I mean, I already got Tannehill, I already got D-Hop. Why not? I'll add him in.
Okonkwo brings upside because he's a threat with the ball in his hands. See, I like that right there. He is a threat with the ball in his hands, but I will go in another direction, which means he's going up against a decent defense. We got that.
So I just wish they never got. I wish they could have made a better deal with Jonnu Smith because man, Jonnu Smith was awesome with the Titans.
Jonnu Smith is an awesome tight end, and I mean, I'll go ahead and say it. He's got some years in the game. They're looking for the newer players, but you want him as a veteran tight end. I agree. Jonnu Smith would be up there right now with Kelsey, not 100%. Kittle, questionable. Andrews, questionable. You might want to start looking at Jonnu Smith. I know I would. And he hasn't even popped up on here yet, but we're going to see why in a minute. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Greg Dulcich against the Raiders. I remember watching him last year. He could not get any numbers to save his life.
Yeah, because Russell Wilson was struggling. I was mad last season.
Yeah, but this guy This guy should be doing something, and he was not getting any numbers. He really was not.
No,
I have no debate against this one. None. He
I'd
was
sit
not.
him.
We have no idea what to expect. If you know something about him and you're enthusiastic and you know something, I mean, and you feel good about it, go for it. I have nothing to back up or to debate benching him. I have nothing. I have nothing. And it's the Raiders. It's the Raiders. You're either going to win or lose against the Raiders. So there's wide open numbers. But I've got nothing to support Greg Dulcich. Honestly, I do not. And here we go. Dawson Knox. They say sit him. While Dalton Kincaid is the starter, I will stay away from veteran Bills tight end Dawson Knox. Knox will be the more traditional tight end while Kincaid plays all over the field. Okay, so they're going to give the ball to Kincaid, and Dawson Knox is just going to be out there blocking for the most part. Got it. That's what it looks like to me. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move Dawson Knox forward, and I am benching Hayden Hurst.
Oh, I hate that for Hayden Hurst. Ladies and gentlemen, week 1 tight ends, NFL.com recommendations and predictions. God help us. Defenses. Oh, this ought to be interesting.
Oh man, yeah.
Week 1. This ought to be interesting. Now, if you want to feel comfortable about any and everything in the NFL right now, starting week 1, you want to see some defenses kick in. Start the Commanders against the Cardinals. I can't debate it. The Commanders can stop things from happening. You can't expect things from happening, but they can stop things from happening. I could say that about them. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, because Cardinals right now they're in shambles. I mean, Washington soon to be soon will be the team formerly known as the Redskins will get the Redskins name back.
You can't help yourself. You can't help yourself.
What I mean, it's already going through, but yeah, but the Commanders, yeah, I mean, like their defense is solid.
I think so too. I truly do. But like I said before, you can't sleep on the Cardinals. If anything, this will be a low-scoring game.
Very low. Yeah, it'll be a low-scoring game, but I mean, it'll probably be more run-heavy.
I think that exactly. I think it'll be
run-heavy.
I don't expect the over-under to be more than 35.
Yeah.
I don't. I really don't. Start the New Orleans Saints against the Titans. I got no debate. I got no debate. I have no debate. The Vikings, start the Vikings defense over the Bucks. I've got no debate. However, I think this will bring you a lot of points.
But Tom Brady is really retired now. That's so cute.
They had a team before he got there. And I said that before. Yeah. They did have a team before he got there.
Yeah.
They did. And the team has to show that they're a team even without him being there. Now, Baker Mayfield, he walked into the Rams and did his damn thing last season. He got a whole season to prove stuff.
Well, I mean, and also too, when he was with Carolina for like the first half of the season, I mean, he did pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know what I
mean. Yeah. Start the Falcons against the Panthers. Yeah. As a fantasy football player, game watcher, yes. And I've been watching Carolina since they came in. I do live in the region of the Atlanta Falcons fan base. Yes. Yes. If you want to see which defense to pick that should be a sure shot, I will go ahead and say yes. And that's no disrespect to Carolina, but you want the Falcons defense against Carolina. Yes, you do. I will tell you that for quite some time, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you do. Even though I have cracked on their defense. I have cracked on Atlanta Falcons defense. But trust me, you want Atlanta Falcons defense against Carolina. You do.
Yeah.
Sit them. Sit the Browns defense against the Bengals.
Agreed.
Hell no. Sorry, no. However, the Bengals have gone farther in the season than the Browns have. Yes.
And Joe Burrow has a nice little paycheck.
He got a nice little paycheck. That don't mean he can't get hit, hurt, or stopped.
Yeah, but he's gonna be playing. He's gonna be playing harder and more. And plus, I mean, you got Jamar Chase.
Yeah, they got a decent squad. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, I would start the Browns defense. I would start the Browns defense because this is an in-state rivalry. This is like Alabama Auburn.
Yeah, I know.
Oklahoma. Let's just call it rivalry week. This is a rivalry.
Houston versus Dallas.
There you go.
Yeah.
Jets versus Giants.
Yeah.
Dallas versus Redskins. Excuse me,
Yeah.
Command. I'm just saying. This you want this. You want this. I win this game, honestly. The Dolphins defense against the
Dolphins versus Jacksonville.
pretty much. Pretty much, pretty much.
Yeah.
I would definitely start. I know they don't recommend it, but I would start the Dolphins over the Dolphins defense against the Chargers. I would. I would. They don't recommend it, but damn it, I would do it. I would do it. And
I
I'm
mean,
that's
I
being
mean, I mean, like the Dolphins' backfield is really good.
what's up, Nancy? How you doing? Thank you for
Hi,
being.
Nancy.
Who else we got? They want you to start the Chargers defense against the Dolphins. See, they want both defenses against each other. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There are leagues out there with more than one defense. There you go. I've actually been in the league and did that. I had the whole game, both defenses against each other.
All I know is like it's going to be a lot of short passes and mid passes. As far as deep passes, it'll be once in a while.
I bet you there'll be deep passes. I bet you.
I see like a lot of slant routes being thrown.
Yep. Start the Chiefs defense against the Lions. That's a no-brainer. But like I said, we saw how that game went Thursday night. We really did.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, defenses, week 1, NFL.com recommendations and predictions. Kicker time. To me, right now, you're going to go with the kicker for a team that you're expecting to see the postseason or a high-scoring team right now. Not even being funny.
Justin Tucker, baby.
Yeah, and Jason Myers, I grabbed him. I did grab him in one league. He's on my roster. I think the Seahawks will outscore the Rams. I want to see Geno Smith have another season like he did last season.
That is so funny. So no. In our league, Glick's league, in my primary league, I have Justin Tucker in all 3.
Yeah, because you knew who you wanted.
But the funny thing about it is, I only went 1 year without him because somebody snagged him. They're like, "Oh no, Brian can't have him." I'm like,
yeah,
man,
this season you kind of want some of them Seahawks players. I think Geno gonna show out again. I got Geno as a quarterback for a couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, and then they and plus they extended his contract now, so that gives him more of a motivational boost.
I said it last year. The numbers he put up, I said he gonna get a contract extension. I see you, Nancy. You got Geno too. Yeah, I got Geno. I'm gonna be watching. Geno's gonna be putting up numbers. Geno was going to put up numbers, and all jokes aside, he's going to put up numbers.
Yeah, because I think like with Geno Smith, he probably has like that same thing like with Ryan Tannehill. It's like, yeah, you're doing fine, but then now you're on a team where it actually works with you and flows with you, and now he's gonna ball out.
Yeah, like how Russell Wilson looked.
Yeah, like what was that one game? One game last year, he threw like 5 touchdowns or something like that, or he had a really damn good game.
Yeah, he surprised me. Jason Sanders of the Dolphins against the Chargers.
Yeah,
that's because they'll get downfield. I can see that they'll get downfield, so he'll definitely get kicked. He'll definitely get field goals, extra points. Yeah, he'll get that. I'm almost expecting the Chargers kicker to pop up in a minute. I really am. Brandon McManus of the Jaguars against the Colts. Yeah.
Yes.
No debate there. No debate there.
Yeah, because I mean, that's going to be a kicking. That's going to be a kicking. That game's going to will be decided by a kick.
Pretty much. Graham Gano of the Giants against the Cowboys. I don't know about this, but Dallas has made some changes to where I see where they're coming from with this. And Graham Gano's been around for a minute. He used to be the kicker for the Panthers.
Yeah, and check your backstage passes.
Let me see what we got here.
Backstage pass.
Oh, I didn't even hear it. It didn't even pop up. My apologies. My man, Fireman Rich is in the building. What's up?
No problem, Tony. Thank you for having me up here. Hello, Brian. Good morning. Good Sunday.
What's going on, Rich?
Oh, what a freaking morning here. It's exciting, but yeah, no problem. Apologize for being late. We had a little plumbing issue that we're looking at having taken care of at the house here and stuff like that. So I sent you, I know the show's going to go on and whatnot. So I just wanted to tell you I had an issue.
You're good. You're good. I got your message. I did say something. So you was good. I appreciate you being
here. Yeah. It just amounts to, without going into detail, catching a couple of a gallon or two of water from the washer down in the basement from a leaky pipe and stuff like that. And it's all about timing. So we got a plumber coming in here hopefully this week, and but it's a little game I've been playing for the last couple of days and stuff. Just when the wash. After that, the day's golden. So, but I'm here, and hello everybody out there, and glad to be here, Tony and Brian.
Not a problem. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Sit them. They want to sit the Patriots kick against the Eagles. What am I supposed to say against this? What am
I would say start them.
Nah, not against the Eagles. I wouldn't. No. Eagles are going back to the Super Bowl. Somebody's got to prove me wrong. Eagles are going back.
Really?
The Patriots, I don't even know if they got enough to beat the Eagles.
There's a bunch of young bucks on the team there. There's quite a few teams in that situation. So
fully understood. And the Eagles have a target on their back as well as the Chiefs. I understand that. But I don't think I have no debate against sitting a Patriots kicker against the Eagles today. I have no debate. The Steelers kicker, Chris Boswell, against the 49ers. I would sit him because you know what it is about the Steelers?
You would? No.
The Steelers will play football. They don't put up a lot of points for a lot of people. And the 49ers can stop you.
Yeah, so it'll be a lot of punting.
The 49ers are number 2 right behind the Eagles to make it to the Super Bowl in the NFC right now. Any questions? I think the 40. I still don't know how to. I understand the quarterback issue, but the 49ers were right there to go to the Super Bowl if the Eagles didn't go. So I have no debate against this. None, gentlemen.
I forgot I forgot who my prediction was. I know it was like Seattle. I couldn't remember the other team.
I think I'm going NFC wise. I'm going Eagles should go. 49ers are right behind them. And then it's kind of up in the air for me after that.
As far as what, Super Bowl, Tony?
Yeah, Super Bowl. NFC teams that should make it to the Super Bowl by the end of the season.
NFC, okay.
NFC
Yeah.
Go Eagles first and 49ers second.
Yeah.
After that, I'll probably say Seattle after that. Those are
I could tell you Seattle, if they can replicate what they did last year, you know, and I think that's what I was saying about Young Bucks, because I think we were talking about Seattle and LA. Seattle's going to probably win. They're at home for one. They're always tough at home. And they got Geno Smith. I think I wish him the best on this season because he had a phenomenal season last year.
Yes, he did.
Proving all the critics wrong. And let's face it, LA Rams, they're just a bunch of young players and rookies on that team this year.
You know what? Let me go ahead and do this. Eagles, 49ers, Seattle.
Yeah.
Then Minnesota.
It's fair for the NFC. I could see that happening.
NFC. And then,
what about Green Bay?
No.
No?
Right now, no. I'll go New Orleans, and then I will.
Oh, yeah. New Orleans yes, definitely. Yes.
Then I will throw Detroit in the mix, and I'll go in that order. So you all have it documented, write it down, rewind it at this time.
Well, I just
what
say
about Chicago?
No. Not right now, no.
They'll make the playoffs, Brian, I think, but I don't think they have it compared to Detroit. What I saw on the Thursday night game, I don't know if you talked about the Thursday night game there against Kansas City.
Go for it.
They have a line that is just continuing, and there was a close game. Chiefs could have won it, but Kelsey was out. I think that was a big factor there.
Yes, absolutely.
Plus, they had somebody sitting in the stands, which I thought that was a little odd, but. But right. that's what happens after you've won a couple Super Bowls. You got people they're chasing the money and stuff. But Detroit, I almost want to say they're going to come out and win that division.
Right now, no, and I'll tell you why.
Okay,
they have no history of winning a playoff game, and Chicago was on the come up. Green Bay, we have no idea what they're going to do, and I think Minnesota is there to get it.
Okay, that's the only one. Minnesota. It'll be Minnesota and Detroit at the top. But I think I'm going to say, because what I saw with Detroit, this being the first week, I'm going to throw myself out there. Detroit will win that division.
I like that, and there's a lot of enthusiasm behind the Lions.
Yep, exactly.
Green Bay,
I could be wrong.
Yeah, Green Bay is at the bottom because they don't have Aaron Rodgers right now, and they've also lost a lot of their veterans. So people have no idea what to expect from Green Bay. There's no disrespect to them, but right now for that division, Minnesota was pretty much in the best position to take the division. Detroit is in the come up, and people will expect them to be there. So I will put them number 2. Chicago has been a bit of an issue, even though their record wasn't the best last season, from my understanding, and it puts Green Bay at the bottom.
Yeah.
It puts Green Bay at the bottom. So that whole division's in the flux to me.
The reason I'm excited about Detroit is during that game last Thursday and this is something that a lot of people need to, we talk about the players and stuff like that. One of the things I'm looking at, and I focus more on this preseason than last season's, looking at that sideline, that the sideline for the Detroit compared to Kansas City. And they were rocking. You could see the pure hunger. And if they keep that up with their players, they're going to go for broke, I think. And I just say that's the first week excitement. We're going to see a lot of that today and stuff like that. And it's just like it's any given game. But I was really, that's why I'm pretty excited about. And they were good. They were really good.
Gotcha. AFC wise. Actually, let me go back to the NFC again. So y'all got this down. I got the Eagles going, 49ers right behind them, Seattle behind them. Then I had Minnesota up there because I got expectations for Minnesota. I'll throw myself out there for the Vikings. Then we've got, who did I say after that? New Orleans.
Saints, yeah, Saints.
And then we got Detroit. That's the NFC. Those would be my NFC predictions for the postseason right now.
And I think those are solid. That's a solid pick line. Yeah, I can agree with that one.
In order. AFC wise, I'm sticking with Kansas.
Wait. So no faith in the Giants?
No.
They'll make the playoffs, but they're not going to they may make a wild card. I got to see how they play. Right. There's a big question mark as a Giant fan.
So pretty much you're kind of either guessing like an 8-8 or 9-7 season.
I'll give the Giants 500 easy, but look at that division. And you know what? Let's go through that division. Philadelphia Eagles, Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants, Washington Commanders. Philly's going to get that division. We don't know what Dallas is going to do. The Giants are sneaky enough to get in there, so I understand where you're coming from, Brian.
It depends on what team shows up for the Giants every week.
And I don't know. I was playing with the Giants last night on my Madden.
Oh, that's Madden. Let it go. I'll tell you what. Sit your Madden rosters and let the game go by itself. Because I know it does that. And you tell me what happens afterwards. Because I don't see them. AFC wise, Kansas City is going back. Who's going to be right behind them? It should be Buffalo. The Bengals have been exposed, but we know the Bengals roster, so you kind of want them up there. I will say the Chargers. Then, Jesus, I don't even know after that. I'll put Jacksonville up there, but I know better.
No. I was gonna say Jacksonville. They're that one game where people thought that they were supposed to lose, and then Jacksonville ended up dominating that game.
There you go, Brian. Yeah.
So and then on top of that, like Tennessee too. So
Tennessee's got to be in that mix, definitely.
Tennessee's got to be in that mix, but Tennessee, they've been disappointing me.
Yeah, I know, but now you got new life. You got new life into the team.
I said that the year Brady went to the Super Bowl. I expected them to be in the Super Bowl that year. That might have been their best year in a while.
So I'm just hear me out.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think Tennessee and Jacksonville will be the sleeper teams. Now Houston, like this is the debut year under the D'Amico regime. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, as much as I am a Texans fan, but still loyalty growing up as a kid, Oilers, man. I mean, Tennessee, I still root for Tennessee because the loyalty, you know what I mean?
You see the jersey I got on, I'm expecting them to go, but I'm scared of that damn schedule. I'm scared of that damn schedule.
Yeah.
I am scared of that schedule in that division. The AFC East is ridiculous.
I mean, you have like what? You have Breece Hall and you have what's his name? The new running back.
Breece Hall, you got Michael Carter, and you got Dalvin Cook. I agree with you, but they got to go up against a scary and I will say scary, New England Patriots, because they almost made the playoffs. You got the Dolphins who probably going to the playoffs.
But
And then you also got New England, the Dolphins, the Jets, and then who am I missing? The
okay. Well, okay. Percentage wise, how much
Dolphins,
confidence
the
do
Jets,
you have in
the
Rodgers?
and the Bills.
Okay.
You hear that division? The Bills, the Jets, the Patriots, and the Dolphins.
Okay. How much? Okay, percentage wise, how much confidence do you have in Rodgers?
55%.
Oh, I give him like 650 to 700%.
55%, mainly because
of 70%. I'm going a little bit higher than that. I think it's a 65 to 70%. I think there's a different attitude, but we'll see today's game. That's the thing. We could speculate now, but I think the way they played and
give me one.
Granted, Rodgers only played two series there the whole preseason. He looked sharp. He looked sharp.
Both of you give me one good minute. We're gonna finish these kickers, then I'm gonna show you that schedule.
Okay, yeah, go.
Let me finish this. I'm not gonna put Boswell against the 49ers. I agree with sitting him. Okay, good. Matt Prater of the Cardinals against the Commanders. I don't know if I would sit him. And I think the only reason you would sit Matt Prater of the Cardinals against the Commanders will be because the Commanders slow you down, like I said earlier.
But also, too, Prater could get those 50-yard kicks.
Prater could kick like crazy because I had him before.
And also too, when Matt Prater was with Denver, he kicked that 61-yarder.
Yeah, but he was a beast when he was in Detroit. So it's up to your offense to get him down.
The odds are the Commanders are, according to CBS Sports, Commanders 33, Cardinals 10.
There you go.
So the kicker could be a definite factor in this game.
Absolutely. Now, you may not get a lot of points, but I think Prater will get points against the Commanders. I'll say that.
Yeah, because Prater could get that reach. He could get those 45-yarders, those 50-yard bombs. Yeah.
Riley Patterson of the Lions against the Chiefs. You all saw that game Thursday night. I don't think much more needs to be said up for that. Ladies and gentlemen, week one kickers, recommendations and predictions in accordance with NFL.com. We have gone through the positions. Okay. We got that over with. Let me go ahead and get down to the nitty-gritty because this is my problem. I brought this up, and I'm going to stick with this all season. I got this jersey on purpose. I'm running with this team. I got a couple of others. I don't want to hear nobody's mouths. Damn it, I like who I like. I watch who I watch, and I'm going to pick who in the hell I want to pick. Let's get this damn schedule up because I don't think people understand. I'm going to say it. I'm going to keep saying it. Look at these. Hold the hell on, damn it. I've been flipping off of this as I saw it. Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Brian.
Yes.
Brian.
Yes.
Look at this schedule. Look at this schedule. The Jets got to go up against the Bills. Do you expect them to win?
It'll be a fight.
Okay.
It'll be decided by kick.
Okay. The Jets have to face the Cowboys. Do you expect them to win?
Yes.
The Jets have to face the Patriots. Do you expect them to win?
Decide by kick.
History says the Patriots beat them. I got you on that. The Jets have to face the Chiefs.
I don't think they're going to beat the Chiefs.
Thank you. Me neither.
Chiefs' confidence has been broken right now, so we're okay.
I don't know. People say that, Brian, but I don't know.
Have Kelsey, Rich. They don't have Kelsey 100%.
Well, when's he's expected back? Do you guys know?
He's got a hyperextended knee as of last Tuesday.
So that's another 2 weeks or something?
At least.
Okay, so Brian, I guess I'll give you that. Yeah.
And I'm gonna say it like this on purpose. If he's got a hyperextended knee, I'm quite sure you want to wait till he's 100% because you want him in the postseason. You do not want him out for the rest of the season.
No.
You do not. And I'm being a little bit over.
Is that the injury that Mahomes had too?
Yeah.
Similar?
But Mahomes is a little bit more protected than the tight end, is he not?
Mobility.
The quarterback is a little bit more protected than the tight end. The Jets got to face the Broncos. I expect them to win that game.
Yeah, they can win.
I do expect them to win that game. The Jets got to face the Eagles. I do not expect the Jets to beat the Eagles.
I think that might be an upset. Just saying.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't.
The Jets the Jets being on the right, they're at home, right? That's a home.
Jets will be at home, but the Eagles are Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's a Super Bowl team, not even a contender. Super Bowl team.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Jets on that one.
I do not expect the Jets to beat the Eagles. Let's just be 100. I cannot. The Jets have to face the Giants. History says the Giants are going to beat the Jets. Well,
that's their second time. What did you have them for the first time? First game. No, that's Buffalo. I'm sorry. Never mind.
Yeah. The Jets have to face the Chargers. This is a good matchup. It's going to be Aaron Rodgers. It's going to be Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of enthusiasm.
I could see the Jets if they got what's that, the 5th game in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 game in.
Yeah, and this is going to be in New York.
Yeah, I could see the Jets winning that one too.
I could see the Jets winning that at home, but that's the Chargers.
Well,
that's the
every
Chargers.
team, they're not going to win every game. So
No,
I just got to have faith in the Jets. I'll bring that back.
I do. Now, this is the game when they go up against the Raiders. I do have faith in the Jets, but God knows you have no idea what's going to happen when you play.
That's in Vegas too. So
exactly, you have no idea what's going to happen when you play the Raiders. Yeah. No idea. The Jets have to face the Bills again. I don't think they'll beat the Bills. You don't either. You don't either. The Jets have to face the Dolphins. This is going to be scary.
You must use the force.
Okay, I got this. This is the day after my birthday. This will be JoJo's birthday.
Well, that's a game that when my kid brother he used to go down. He's seen them play quite a few times when he's still alive there. As far as he's a Dolphin fan, so
gotcha.
Dolphins will probably win that because he'll tip if it's a field goal coming over, he'll probably tip it in favor out of the way for the Jets.
Exactly. The Jets have to face the Falcons.
I could see him win that game.
I think win that game, yes. Matter of fact, I'm going to have to call one of my homeboys up there in Atlanta. I have to get on him about this one. The Jets have to face the Texans, Brian.
All Texans right there, baby.
Brian. We will designate this as a homer game between me and you. we will designate this as a homer game. Yeah.
What about Ted?
Ted's not a Texans fan, but Ted's gonna have to be around in the first place.
But Ted's a Jets fan, right?
Hold the horses. Deontay or Higbee this week for a flex? That's a great question.
Higbee.
I want to say Deontay. That's a great question. This is what's the man's name? Supervius off of Twitch. I want to thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. I'm going to say Deontay. I understand the question. I understand where Brian has come from, but I'm going to pick Deontay on that one. That's not a tough thought for me right now. Rich, what do you think? Deontay Johnson is a receiver for the Steelers, and Higbee is on the Rams, right?
Oh, I screw the Rams. Anybody from the Rams? I don't like at the bottom. So I'm with you. But
yeah.
I'll just say that it's like some of the stuff I read about the Rams is like they're I'm surprised the coach here is going to be able to. I'm going to see if he's going to survive the season, I guess.
Right.
with the lineups he has.
Right. I'm going to take Deontay over that. Where was I? The Jets have to face the Dolphins again in Miami. By then, we're going to start seeing some things solidified. I know it's late in the season, but it'll be crunch time for a lot of teams. Yeah, they're going to be in a win-to-lose position right now. I think the Dolphins will be in a better position than the Jets based off of this schedule. Seriously. Based off of this schedule. But this is bananas. The Commanders and the Jets. See, this game was a problem to me. Like I said, the Commanders aren't – you don't expect much out of the Commanders, but they could stop whatever you're trying to do.
Christmas Eve.
Hopefully, I'll be in a better position to be full and drunk for this game.
Well, the last 3 or 4 games this season, I guess we can make a prediction, but this first 3 or 4 games is going to set the tone for the just like any season. Yeah. So I think it's just like I don't know, because there's a lot of dynamics that change going into the midseason and heading towards the playoffs and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting.
It is going to be interesting. And then the last game of the season, the regular season for the Jets, them damn Browns.
No, you know what Glick is going to say.
That's a win for the Jets.
I don't know about that.
I think the Browns are going to be pretty tough this year, though.
Yeah, the Browns got a strong roster.
The Browns live up to their name. They're a shit show.
Dude, Deshaun Watson is QB, and I'm sorry. The Browns are a problem this season in my eyes. I know where you're coming from, and I know you want to pick on them, but damn it, I'm worried about them.
He knows Glick will be watching.
That's why I said it. That's why I said it.
I know where Brian's going with that.
Yeah, he's trying to mess with him. And he ain't show up this morning. He knew about this. He came in and talking smack last night. Did he not come in there talking smack last night? Brian?
Yeah.
He was there. So you know what's wrong with him? He hung over. He hung the hell over.
Yeah.
I'm on his ass. Rat bastard. Anywho, that's their schedule. That's my problem with the Jets. As much as I'm a fan, we got to be real about who you're up against. And they got some games that's a problem to me. I said it when I saw the roster in the first place. They'll be lucky to make 500.
I think they're going to be doing better than that. I really do. I think, like I said, we'll see the first couple games on what type. I think that's any team that I'm always one to say that, and we'll see it. But I'm going to continue. I'm on board with the Jets. Like I said before, last season there was a number of years I couldn't stand the Jets. I said I hope they just freaking crash and burn because
about 4 or 5 seasons
I did not really care for some of the players. There were some players there, and then they were doing some stuff as far as the front office and the Jets. Like, because I follow some people over on X, formerly known as Twitter, that are, I mean, literally die-hard Jets fans, and they're just every week it was like W2TF for the Jets and stuff like that.
That was about 3 or 4 seasons ago. I almost got rid of my jersey.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there was fans and
before they drafted Mike White. I was like, this, I can't take this shit no more. And I said it just like that.
Yeah, and you guys had Marcus Sanchez too.
No, Sanchez was good. Stop playing.
No, that's probably the last time I really cared for the Jets was when Sanchez was still playing because
that was the last great quarterback.
Bragging on him, and I thought he was a pretty decent quarterback.
That was the last great quarterback because he was in the conference championship.
Yeah,
seriously. Take your time.
But not Testaverde?
No. Last great quarterback, Sanchez. 2 straight playoff runs.
But
I mean, to the point where the Patriots weren't even an issue. We ain't been that comfortable in a while. That was 2010, I think, was the last good season. 2010. Straight up. I remember watching that game. I had to go to drill in Montgomery, and I was sitting in Ruby Tuesdays watching that game. Mark Sanchez was on the sideline like this, freezing. They lost 45-3 to the Patriots.
Yeah.
And I was like, I had this jersey on. I was like, what y'all doing? I said, oh my God, he's too cold. The weather's killing him.
Yeah, because
they haven't really been prominent or pertinent or a decent issue since.
Mark Sanchez was
maybe 2011 was the other one. I think 2011 might have been the other season. But they
I guess with the Jets, with Aaron Rodgers coming on board, with the the situation in the press and all that, and I didn't really care for him back in Green Bay. It's just like Patriots there with Brady, and when he went to Tampa Bay, I'm thinking, okay, this is clean slate. Let's see what happens, and that's what I'm giving to Aaron Rodgers. I think he's gonna. I think he still has a lot in the tank, and that's going to benefit the Jets.
Yes, he does. He's got Dalvin Cook. He's got Alan Lazard. He's got a good roster. Dalvin Cook as a running back with that squad, he's going to have he should have the Jets as loaded as he did when he was in Green Bay to make a great playoff run.
You got and plus you got the 3 talented backs. I mean, Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, but 2 were previously injured.
Yeah,
mind you, Breece Hall and Michael Carter were both hurt, and they both had leg issues as running backs. That's not so. They brought in Dalvin Cook, who I don't see much of an injury issue with, and I still can't believe he left Minnesota. That's a detriment to them, and that is a significant plus to the Jets.
So it's pretty much they made the bad decision, like when they let go of Peterson.
Yeah, but Peterson had issues. But I agree with you. As a player, yeah, bad decision.
Yeah.
Bad decision. But I think it was a PR issue more than anything. Because other than that, there was no reason to get rid of him, except for he was getting older. And they weren't going. He got them their numbers, but they couldn't progress far enough with him. They should have been Super Bowl with him as a running back. What was I saying AFC-wise? Chiefs, Bills will be right there. Then Bengals. After that, damn. I'm supposed to be throwing the Jets up here. With Aaron Rodgers in that roster, I should be throwing the Jets up there, but I just don't know yet with their schedule.
Hey, Tony, we can back up for the Bills. There's this article that the 5 questions Buffalo Bill offense must answer to get to the Super Bowl. And I'm just going to real quick. These are the 5 items. Can Josh Allen cut down the turnovers worth plays, which he's had an issue with?
Yeah, stop throwing so much.
Gab Davis ready to have a breakout season, which would definitely benefit the Bills. Have the Bills finally found capable guards? Possibly. Will Dalton Kindred be a true difference maker? And what will the running back rotation look like? Which that hasn't been all that great in the last couple of seasons.
Right.
He could have been better, but those are the 5 things that this one article I was looking at that for the Bills that because they were right there the last couple of years, but they just, you got to clean it up like
they got beat
like Cincinnati did. Cincinnati, it still baffles me. They made it and they won it all.
Cincinnati, yeah, but
no, they didn't win it. The Chiefs won it. I'm sorry, but they won the AFC. They just
they got their area. Yes,
yeah.
I understand where you're coming from, and I'll just be honest. They should be seeing Kansas City again. The Bengals got exposed, which makes the Bills pretty much the number 2 team in AFC total. I can't get past Kansas City, Buffalo. Right. I want to say Cincinnati, but I know what's going to happen. I want to throw the Jets up there, but I got to see them make it through the season.
Right.
Jesus, I didn't put Cleveland on either side, at least not yet. Even though I got high hopes for Deshaun Watson, I don't know what's going to happen after Buffalo and Cincinnati in the AFC. I'll put the Chargers up there. I like the Chargers. I like what they're doing. I like where they're at. They're in a good position to be in the mix.
They could mess up a couple teams' season as far as that goes.
Absolutely, without question. The Dolphins should be up there. The Patriots are close to being there, and they are a threat.
Okay, you're talking about the Bengals, CBS NFL. Cincinnati, they have the talent. This is a tough first game for the Bengals on the road against their in-state rivals. Look for the Browns to pull this one out late and as live underdogs. The Browns, CBS has it 29-26.
Right.
So that's always a good game. So
I tend to agree. Like I said, we just got to see how it's going to go. We got to see how the season goes. I don't think the Raiders are going to jump up. I don't think the Broncos are going to jump up. I don't see who am I missing AFC wise that I haven't considered. Anybody. The Titans, not yet.
I don't know. It's like,
the Jaguars, if they can stay on that improvement that they made,
they got to be consistent. Jaguars, but the Titans, I don't know, Tony. Titans, I don't. Because there's been a couple of years and they wrote the Titans off and they came back and they ran the table.
Yeah, but
and stuff going up into the playoffs and stuff like that. So they're I don't know. And you look at that. And that's a pretty. You're going to have the Bengals. We'll see what Browns are tough. Steelers, they look good in preseason. They can mix it up, but I don't know. I just or no, I'm looking at the wrong division and stuff. It's like Titans, Indianapolis Colts. They're not plus.
I have no idea what to expect from the Colts. I have no idea what to expect.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't think they're going to be. They have a good team like the Detroit did last year. I haven't seen any of the Colts to really make any comment on stuff like that, other than what's on paper and stuff. But Jaguars, they've got a seasoned quarterback now that he's pretty good. Especially that one game last year that Brian was talking about. He made that comeback. It's like, that's experience right there. That's not a fluke. That's experience.
Yeah. And I mean, also too, like, I guess for further validation, we need to ask Mike.
Yeah. Yeah. He would have. Yes, definitely.
So according to Yahoo Sports, off of the local sports page over here, it's like Jaguars Super Bowl odds to win the AFC South -155, odds to win the Super Bowl plus 3,000.
Who? The Jaguars?
Yeah. So Jacksonville betting insights. Jacksonville covered 8 times in 17 chances against the spread last season. Jaguars games hit over 8 out of 17 times last season. Jacksonville totaled 357.4 yards per game on offense last season, 10th in the league, and ranked 24th on the other side of the ball with 353.3 yards allowed per game. Last year, the Jaguars were 5-3 at home and 4-5 on the road. As a favorite last season, Jacksonville picked up 2 victories, 2-3 as the underdog. As the underdog Jaguars posted the record of 7-5. The Jaguars were 4-2 in the AFC South and 8-4 in the AFC overall. So Jaguars impact players. Trevor Lawrence had 25 touchdown passes, 8 interceptions in 17 games last year, completing 66.3% of his throws for 4,113 yards. Lawrence also rushed for 291 yards and 5 TDs. On the ground, Travis Etienne scored 5 touchdowns and picked up 1,125 yards, which is pretty much like 66.2 per game. Also, Etienne had 35 receptions for 316 yards and 0 touchdowns. In 17 games a season ago, Christian Kirk had 84 catches and for 1,108 yards and 8 touchdowns. Zay Jones had 82 receptions for 823 yards and 5 touchdowns in 16 games. In 17 games last year, Foyeside Alukon compiled of 2-point sacks to go with the 12-point tackle for loss and 184 tackles. So don't sleep. Don't pass on them.
I hear you. Kansas City, Buffalo, Cincinnati. You know what? Kansas City, Buffalo. I'm going to take Cleveland over Cincinnati. Then Jaguars.
Don't do it.
Actually, Chargers. Kansas City, Buffalo. Chargers. Browns.
I'm waiting for him to say
Jets.
Jets.
I'm picking 6 from both sides.
Yeah.
Kansas City, Buffalo. Chargers, Browns. Jets. Baltimore.
Okay, I was going to say,
I haven't heard Baltimore. Y'all got it documented in order. Y'all got it documented. I got 6 for the NFC, 6 for the AFC as of right now. The Jets and the Browns and Chargers. Good Lord have mercy. AFC is going to be crunk this season. Anything else, gentlemen?
It's a mismatch.
Well, yeah, just reading the Sportsbook Wire of USA Today. So the headline for Tennessee Titans at New Orleans Saints odds, picks, and predictions.
Go.
The Tennessee Titans and the New Orleans Saints open their 2023 NFL regular seasons as Caesars Superdome in New Orleans on Sunday. Kickoff, blah, 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 blah. The Titans head to the Gulf Coast, looking to get off to a hot start. QB Ryan Tannehill hung on to a starting job in training camp and the preseason, holding off a pair of drafted QBs in the past 2 years, Will Levis and Malik Willis. The Saints look to get off in grand style with the Derek Carr era. Running back Jamal Williams is likely to be leaned up on heavily in Week 1, especially with running back Alvin Kamara suspended for 3 games by the NFL.
I agree with that.
These teams met on November 14th, 2021, with the Titans coming away with a 23-21 win as the Saints covered a 3-point line. This is the first meeting in New Orleans since November 8th, 2015, when the Titans won 34-28 in overtime as a 7-point underdogs. The Titans have won 4 straight visits to New Orleans, dating back to the organization's time as the Houston Oilers. The last time Saints won a home game against the Oilers-Titans franchise was September 5th, 1993.
Right.
Okay.
So I was 12 years old.
Can I make the counter to that? They're basically saying the Titans are coming in to win, but CBS says the Titans will come in with their physical style and try to steal a road game to start the season.
Yes, they
They
will.
have a new look offense under new coordinator Tim Kelly. This will be Derek Carr's first start as a Saints quarterback, and CBS thinks he will get off to a good one. It won't be easy, but the Saints and Carr will find a way to win, and they got Saints 23 over the Titans 17. CBS Sports.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
And then, okay, so the prediction, they're projecting Titans 23, Saints 21. For the money line, the Titans plus 130 are worth a look as road dogs.
Right.
Some streaks cannot be explained, and the Titans just seem to show out whenever they visit New Orleans. Much of the personnel has changed since the most recent visit to the Big Easy in 2015. However, I believe in strange streaks like this. The Titans have kept the fire of the Oilers alive, looking to be the kings of the Gulf Coast, as they should. If you're not into Oilers, man, I grew up around the Oiler area.
Yeah, I was an Oiler fan. I love the Oilers. They were a good team.
If you're not into circumstantial streaks, the Titans have a healthy running back, Derrick Henry, and he'll be facing the Saints' rush defense that allowed 4.5 yards per carry last season, ranking 24th in the NFL. The Titans, on the flip side, were number 1 against the run, which bodes off well for the team without Kamara.
Yes.
Don't forget the newly acquired DeAndre Hopkins if the Titans want to go vertical.
Absolutely. Yeah. But like I said, the Titans have cost because I've had expectations for them. And nothing against them, but they just lost. They were supposed to go to the Super Bowl the same year Brady went.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
In my opinion, just being honest.
I think this first game, though, my money, I picked the Saints because of Carr. Yeah, I think
go for it. Yeah, absolutely.
Because the years past, I don't think they've had. This has been the New York because they've been Breeze for many years there, and so them coming in there, I think Derek Carr is just just like with Rodgers with the Jets. It's a shot to boost them up to where I think they're going to be playing good ball this year as far as that goes. Again, and I'm always one to say, I say that now after the first week, we might be talking everything.
Yeah, different. It's going to change up. We already know it's going to change up.
That's what's so interesting about football as far as that goes. And I think the teams that are consistent and starting in the first week of the season, there'll be good viewing for football today.
Absolutely. And we're going to be right there watching all of it. Look at my rosters right now. We got about 9 minutes before the game starts. So.
And also too, like the Saints won't have the Swiss Army knife, Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
I kind of noticed he was not being picked up in a lot of leagues.
Yeah,
I have questions about that.
Yeah, because his injury, he's got a oblique. He was absent from practice. He's been dealing with a strained oblique since the middle of August, but his ability to take every reps at practice Wednesday clears the way for him to play Sunday against the Titans. He'll continue to serve in a diverse jack-of-all-trades role as the Saints offense that will be without running back Alvin Kamara for the first 3 weeks of the season, with Kamara suspended and rookie Kendre Miller hamstring also in danger of missing week 1. Hill could end up taking an elevated profile in the Saints' running attack behind Jamal Williams, who is likely to start the team. Yeah,
yes,
so
absolutely, I agree with that. You can't fall for the okie doke.
Because Taysom Hill, man, that's the wild card.
He is the wild card, and I wanted to draft him, but people were not picking him up, and I'm like, something's not right. So I tried to see if I was missing something.
Oh man, one year I got yelled at in the league that I was in because I had Taysom Hill listed as quarterback tight end, and I needed a tight end, so I had Taysom Hill. I mean, like I acquired him because like I think that the tight end I had got injured. I'm like, crap, I need a tight end, so that's all, quarterback tight end. So I grabbed him, and so he ended up doing quarterback role. So that one game, they're like, "Oh, this is bullshit."
How'd that work points wise? If you put him in for a tight end, but he's playing quarterback, how does that work?
That's been asked more than once. A dual position player. I damn near put him in a flex.
Yeah,
Taysom Hill,
He gets the points as if he was a quarterback, you wouldn't get those points if you
but
had
he's
him
on the field. But he's on the field. The same
But
way we
he's on
put
the
Terrell
field.
Patterson.
Oh, really?
You put them
He's
in
on
the
the field.
field.
Yeah. So Cordell Patterson, you could be a wide receiver. You could be your running back.
What's my
Yeah.
man's name? They used to play with the Browns. He was a quarterback, and then he was also a wide receiver. They booed him off the field last game he played. Oh my God, what was his name? A few seasons ago. They wanted him gone when they drafted Baker Mayfield. He played two positions, and they just pretty much ran him out of the NFL. I felt bad for him. Anybody who's dual position in the NFL, you want on your team.
I mean, yeah, remember back in the day, Cordell Stewart, he was like your quarterback,
Yes.
he was your wide
And he was
receiver,
not
and your
utilized
tight end.
properly. They wanted him to be a quarterback, and they wouldn't give it to him. And then when he did get, he couldn't put the numbers up. But he spent so many seasons out there doing everything else. It kind of ruined him, personally.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, I'm good. Anything else you want to add?
No,
Good luck.
Just glad I made the broadcast here, Tony. It's, like I always like saying, it's I appreciate it, and it's always good to be up here with Brian and stuff. I really like and respect you guys' insight on the football stuff.
Appreciate it.
So the players, I'm just more of a team guy, fan type, and stuff like that. So
I appreciate your contributions. I appreciate you wanting to be here. Brian, what you got?
Go Bengals.
Oh, for God's sakes. Ladies and gentlemen, my man Fireman Rich down there in the bottom. Morning Coffee on Twitch. Rich, go for yours, please.
You follow me on. I post my links to good stuff to Twitch. There, like Tony said, the Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning coffee broadcast. Where I get a hashtag positive start today, hashtag PSTDT. But of course, Tony hasn't been there of late because he's sleeping and doing that swing shift thing.
Yeah,
And
I'll go back
how
to
much
days
more
tomorrow.
are you going to be on that?
I'll go back to days tomorrow.
Oh, you're back to date? Really? Okay, that's cool.
Days
They'll level you out.
So, a few of the guys wanted me to stay on swings.
Yeah,
we had a good time this past week.
Is that just like a rotational thing that you do and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Occasion, or okay,
Yeah, you got to do it once. Just to move everybody around. To get everybody
yeah.
We did not do our picks.
You want? I got them up. If you want me to,
you got 5 minutes. Go.
Yeah, hang on. Let me go ahead. Okay, what'd you guys pick for Thursday?
I didn't. I was going to pick Kansas City, honestly.
What about you?
Yeah, I was going to pick
Brian?
Kansas City.
Brian, I'm glad you remembered this. I forgot
I'm
about
gonna
this.
give it
My
to you.
apologies, Rich.
Okay, Carolina, Atlanta.
Give me Carolina.
Give me Atlanta.
Brian, Tony's got Carolina, and Brian's got. I got a list right here. Okay, I'm taking Atlanta.
Go for it.
For
some
weird reason with Bijan Robinson for Atlanta, I saw it when I was at my local grocery store. He was on the cover, and they're going like Atlanta's top running guy, and I'm like, good thing I got him.
Yeah. Okay. Cincinnati, Cleveland, Brian.
Cincinnati.
Okay. Oh,
with the little Cincinnati.
I'm glad he remembered to do this because I did forget about this. So big ups, Brian. I appreciate that. I'm taking Cleveland. I want to see Deshaun.
Okay, that's who I'm picking.
Deshaun Watson go crazy this season as a quarterback. I'm taking Cleveland.
Okay, I'm picking. I'm taking Cleveland. Jacksonville and Indianapolis.
Oh, battle of the AFC South.
Jacksonville.
Okay, we're all taking Jacksonville. I picked Jacksonville as well. Tampa Bay and Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Oh, let's go to Minnesota.
Jesus, give me Minnesota on that one. Good
okay,
Lord.
Tony's got Minnesota. Brian.
Minnesota.
Okay, we're all on board on Minnesota. Okay, Tennessee, New Orleans. I already said who I picked.
I think I'm gonna take New Orleans on that one. Oh, we
tied
got
up, baby.
Before the game starts. We got another hour before the game starts.
Oh yeah, they don't start till 1, Tony. I don't know where you got.
I stay in Central Time Zone for so long.
Oh, the Central Time Zone. Okay, are you picking Saints? The missus is picking the Saints too. So
tell her I said hello, please.
Atlanta before you said Atlanta.
What's that?
I said Atlanta before you said Atlanta.
Oh, okay. She said hello back to you, Tony. Okay, so
I gotta have a comment. She kills me over there.
Tony. Oh, so who are you picking? New Orleans or Tennessee?
I'm taking New Orleans right now.
Okay. Brian.
Tighten up, baby.
Titans. Okay.
Damn, we got another hour.
Yeah, that's all right. This is San Francisco and Pittsburgh. Oh, she's taking Pittsburgh. I'm taking Pittsburgh too. She's
I'm
making
taking San Francisco.
San Francisco.
She's taking Pittsburgh. Wow, she is.
She doesn't know anything about football.
I'm just reading your mind.
She's just reading my mind.
No,
Brian?
she's just thinking about the city that's closest to her.
Uh-huh. You know what it is? Black and yellow, black and yellow.
Oh,
black
that's
and
right.
yellow,
Yeah,
black and
yeah.
yellow.
Hang on. Let me make sure I get this right, Tony. Because I got Tim Fan picks in here too. From
Get them all in there.
Arizona, Washington. I picked Washington. Arizona for Tony.
Arizona. Right now, week 1, Arizona.
Brian?
I'll take the Commanders.
Commanders. Okay, I'm with the Commanders also. So Houston and Baltimore. I took Houston.
I'm inclined to take Baltimore in that game.
Okay. Brian's
Loyal to the team.
Yep. I know. I'm already putting it before you say it.
I'll give you that, Brian. I'll give you that.
Brian. And we got Green Bay and Chicago. I took Chicago. Oh, you took Green Bay? She doesn't know.
Right now, I don't know what to expect from Green Bay. Give me Chicago.
Chicago. Tony's got Chicago. Brian?
The Bears.
The Bears. Okay.
Yeah, Helen and I agree with that 100%.
What did Helen say? I don't have the screen up here. So
she said, I love Rich's missus, the voice in the background. And she's just as important.
Helen's on the broadcast. She loves your commentary. It always helps. Let's see. Moving on. Las Vegas, Denver. Tony.
Give me Vegas.
Vegas for Tony. Brian?
I don't mind the color scheme of blue and orange.
Okay.
Question for the love of God.
It's Denver, blue and orange. I took Denver also. Philly and New England. I took Philly.
You got to take Philly on that one. I got you.
Yeah. Brian?
Let New England feel the hurt.
Okay, he's gonna do the opposite. Miami.
No. Go for the Eagles. I picked the Eagles.
Oh, you're going for the Eagles. Oh, okay.
I said let New England feel the hurts.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that part. Okay. Next game, Miami, Los Angeles Chargers, and I picked Miami because that's my kid brother. I'm picking it for my kid brother.
Yeah,
I've got a side note. That's my upset game too.
Gotcha. That's gonna be a tough one. I think I'm gonna take the Chargers on that.
You're gonna take Chargers? Okay. Tony's taking Chargers. Brian?
Fin up.
Darren Waller is questionable.
Miami?
Yeah,
Fins.
Darren Waller is questionable. Wow.
Okay. Los Angeles Rams against Seattle Seahawks. I picked Seattle. They're going to be tough.
Yeah, I'm tempted to take the Seahawks. I don't know what to expect from the Rams this season. I'm kind of with you. I think they're done.
Okay. All right. Brian?
Yeah, I have to go with the Hawks.
Okay. Brian's got the Hawks. Dallas and New York tonight at 8:20 on NBC.
Dallas and the Giants?
What did I say? Dallas and
you said New York.
Yeah, Dallas and the Giants.
I could take the Cowboys on that one.
Okay, Tony's taking the Cowboys. Brian?
Look at what we got here.
Just a little bit of rain. Bit of rain.
Oh, Ted. We're going to have to go down and get Ted's picks now here.
Look at this.
You look so cute.
No, you said that. I didn't.
Did he make it? Is he still here?
He's probably in and out because his son had a game. So I know.
He's at the
He's normally busy, and JoJo's normally in church right about now.
Yeah.
I'll probably push it back. I'm still thinking. I don't know why I keep thinking Central Time Zone. Actually, I do know why I keep thinking Central Time Zone because I lived out there for so long. I'm always thinking the games are going to start early.
Right.
Than where I'm at. So that's just where I'm at. Oh,
Brian, Dallas or New York Giants?
We are the Giants, mighty, mighty Giants.
Give me the Cowboys on that one, Rich.
Yep, I got you. And the Monday night game, and this is the game I mentioned music broadcast I did earlier and then a couple of days last week. I'm in a situation. Oh, there he is. Come back.
Sorry,
We're
guys.
live with our on-field correspondent, Ted Hicks.
Right. Definitively on-field correspondent, yeah.
It's only right to be on the field out here dealing with this type of torrential rain and to come in here for the Belt Kings live broadcast. How you guys doing?
I appreciate it. We're good. I appreciate that.
How you doing, Ted?
He works
Pretty
about as
good.
hard
How
as
you guys
I do.
doing?
He works about as hard as I do to broadcast to help somebody else plug this shit. I appreciate it.
This is great.
You
But the Buffalo New York team, that's Monday night. I got access to the local ABC channels, but I don't have access to ESPN. I know we talked. Ted and you, Tony, have talked about it on Late Night Parenting, and it's just it'll be a question whether if I can't watch the Bills on TV Monday night, I'm going to be totally teed off at Disney.
Right.
I'm already on the verge of. Well, we're getting rid of everything Disney anyway, but I mean, I'm just shaking my head that this is ridiculous. Just before
talking about the whole ESPN Plus package?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
It's a mess. It's a mess right now.
In that game, I'm taking Buffalo Bills, though.
Gotcha. That whole ESPN situation, Disney situation, is a mess. We talked about that on Ted's show.
Yeah.
They got more insight than I do, but I think it's messed up. That's why I just stick with what I got. You got to have ESPN, but ESPN isn't even showing all the games.
Yeah.
The networks are showing. They're trying to spread the games out amongst everybody, and I understand that. I do understand that. So
well, like what you and Ted said, it basically comes down. It's money. That's all it is. And
we got the money, but it's also about spreading the wealth. I'm seeing a big issue with them spreading the wealth with all of the networks.
But that's not on Disney's part. That's probably more on Spectrum and Comcast.
Well, Disney was the issue, and Stephen, they talked about that a couple of weeks ago. ESPN isn't the problem. Disney is where the problem's at. And I get where Disney's coming from, trying to make sure they still maintain their money and try to share it with everybody, but the demand is so much, and people are like, no, we're not going to pay it, especially when people can stream it.
Yeah, I got to ask one thing with Ted. How are you keeping your phone dry?
I have it in a case.
Oh, okay.
I have it in a case. You know, this is what we do for Belt Kings.
Yep,
we're out here.
Well, you did this last season. This is great. We love it. You're just like, we're getting ready to watch football, but you're watching the pure football.
Yes. Youth football.
Yeah, there we go. Oh my God, look at that. What a view. What a view.
You can't make it. Ted, you gotta give Rich your picks for the week.
Okay. Can you guys help me out and just run off the teams?
Yeah, well, we're just finishing up, Brian. Bills and New York. Or Buffalo and the Jets.
I'm taking Jets.
I'm taking Jets.
You gotta have faith in the Jets, what the man said. We're gonna start the season off right. We're gonna have faith in the Jets.
Brian?
I'll do you guys a solid. I'll go with the Jets.
Okay.
All right, Brian.
All right, Ted, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, who did you pick for Detroit, Kansas City? That's a given.
Truthfully, it's a given. I said KC all the way.
Okay, but they lost. So, okay, we all lost on that one. Okay, first game coming up today at 1. Carolina at Atlanta.
Carolina at Atlanta. I'm going with Carolina.
Carolina, okay. Let me get that in there, Ted. Cincinnati, Cleveland.
Is Joe Burrow playing today?
I think he is. He's not hurt.
If Joe Burrow is playing after, I'm sure his arm has to be tired from signing that $275 million contract. We're going with Joe Burrow, baby.
Okay, got you down for Cincy. Jacksonville at Indianapolis.
I love the things they're doing with Richardson. I don't like the things they're doing with Taylor. So I'm going with Jags all the way.
Okay, Ted. Tampa Bay and Minnesota.
Minnesota.
We're all on board on Minnesota then. Tennessee at New Orleans.
Tennessee, NOLA. Going with Tennessee.
Going with Tennessee with Brian. Okay. Ted, San Francisco, Pittsburgh.
Ah, I'm in the Kenny Pickett business.
Hmm.
I know. Brock Purdy and this and that, and they came so close and all this other stuff. Nah, I think we're going to see something special with Pitt.
Exactly.
Who's that?
Kenny Pickett.
Oh, okay. So you're going with
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Pittsburgh. Okay. Arizona at Washington.
Ah, the team formerly known as the Redskins, Deadskins football team,
Yeah.
and the Commanders. Going with the Deadskins.
Okay. That's Brian and me. Tony took the Arizona.
Mhm.
And we got Houston and Baltimore.
Houston and Baltimore. I
Houston.
want to go. I really want to give Houston that love because of our guy Brian went with
Yeah.
the Jets, but there's no way I'm going against the Lamar Jackson show.
Okay. There. I got you down
There's no
for
way.
got you down for Baltimore.
You're
Bay.
grounded, young man. You're grounded.
Green Bay at Chicago.
My guy Justin Fields is my quarterback this year, so I'm sticking with him.
Gotcha.
That's Chicago, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Las Vegas at Denver.
You guys know I have a Russell Wilson original Seahawks jersey, strictly from Beijing. I'm going with Vegas.
Vegas. Ooh. Okay.
I'm going with Vegas.
All right. Philly at New Orleans or New England.
Ooh, there's no way this year I'm picking against the Eagles.
Okay.
No way.
Ted, he's an Eagle fan. Let's see. Miami at Los Angeles Chargers.
I'm going with Justin Herbert. Chargers.
Okay.
San Diego Chargers of LA.
Yeah. Let's see. We got the Rams at Seattle.
Only because I hear Tony always talking on every broadcast, whether it's the random broadcaster, it's the Amnesty Hour, it's Late Night Parents, it's Sunday Night Smoke. He's always talking about Geno Smith, our former quarterback. So I'm going with the Seahawks.
Okay, going with the Seahawks.
Can you guys answer me one question? Is Geno wearing Russell Wilson's old number? Maybe I can just throw a patch on the back.
That's a damn shame.
Dallas Cowboys against New York Giants tonight at 8:20 on NBC.
I was about to say, how about them Cowboys? But no, the Cowboys are going to choke. They're chokers.
Okay.
And I'm going with the Giants.
Okay. And the Monday night game that I don't know if I'm going to be able to see, even though I have a local ABC, whether ESPN broadcasts it to it because of the thing there. Buffalo Bills against the New York Jets.
New York Jets. And Rich, if you have one of those old school antennas, just plug it into your TV, and you'll see the game.
Well, I got ABC channel in Elmira and one in Binghamton. I think with one of the two, I should be able to get.
Oh yeah, you'll be able to see the Bills.
Because upstate, I don't think they want to freaking mess with the people that are Buffalo Bills upstate.
No.
But
they'll mess with the people in the 5 boroughs of NYC, but not upstate.
Let's see, Ted, Brian, and Tony are taking the Jets. I'm the only one with the Bills. So as far as that goes, and I know Brian is a designated honorary New Yorker, but that means you're a downstater if you're taking it.
Yes.
I'll represent the upstate. So there's our picks. And
Rich, he's stuck with us on Thursdays, and we're always talking about Queens and Brooklyn and Manhattan and the Bronx.
Here you go. So we got all the picks in.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Ted, anything you wanted to add, fantasy football wise, NFL wise? Get your time in.
Just really quick. Happy to be here for the start of not only the new season, NFL season, but also for Belt Kings. And what we're going to try and do, probably JoJo, myself, and if you gentlemen are available in the evening, do some type of Belt Kings wrap-up show,
That's a good idea.
which might be 15, 20 minutes per week, where we can talk about, the Sunday night game might be in progress, but where we'll get to the point we can talk about things that happen during the day, and how it deals with fantasy and everything else like that. And when it involves JoJo, there's going to be some MMA is going to slip up in there somehow. But
Ooh.
but yeah, that's really it. Really need JoJo on this because of his vernacular for announcing
The
all these
super
crazy
syllable
names.
sportscaster himself. Yes.
Oh my goodness. but yeah, that's what we're gonna try to do this year. Don't get caught up in that. If you're a Spectrum customer, don't get caught up in that madness. Look at other options. If you are, you got to remember, for the Monday night game, chances are, since it's like a mega cast.
Yes.
This year is going to be a little bit different. Usually the first week of the season, they usually do a mega cast, meaning it's on ESPN, it's on ABC, and a few other stations. They're going to do that an additional 3 times this year. So don't get caught up. If you want to see the game, this is live action of youth football, baby. We're out here. Get yourself an antenna or do something like that. I don't know. Sign up with a temporary service. You know how to give you 7 days free or a month free before they actually charge your credit card. This is gonna be a great game on Monday night. I'm just glad to be back here with you guys doing the do.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
And one other thing, we will be at a game possibly 7 to 8 weeks this year for Belt Kings. So that might be youth football, that might be high school football, or it might be the good old NFL.
I might try and make an NFL game myself this season.
All right.
I want to do what I did New Year's. I want to do what I did New Year's and get there. So I might just show that I'm live instead of doing the whole broadcast, and my background is going to be too loud. But I'll at least try to pop into a game and try to give insight to an NFL game myself. So Ted, appreciate you. I know you out there, out and about with the family, doing the damn thing. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my man Ted Hicks, the creator, the host, the originator of Late Night Parents. Please follow latenightparents.com. Ways to follow the show. Latenightparents.com, my man Ted Hicks.
This qualifies Ted as an IRL broadcaster.
Absolutely.
It's real life.
All the time. In the rain. And I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there as a Belt Kings originator. Some of you broadcasters suck. Y'all can't broadcast and let you in the house. We be all over the place doing this. We Bluetooth it. We in the weather. We sometimes might be driving just to respond. We'll kick in with the audio. Y'all can't do nothing but sit in front of your computer and do this. Y'all better catch up to us, man. Y'all slacking. I said it. What?
How you doing today? All right.
Yeah.
I said it.
Because I'll be out in the field too and driving on the road.
Let me give a proper intro to the season real quick. I need everybody to excuse me one good time. Will you all please mute your mics real fast? I got to show y'all something that I love.
This here is where we write the story. For a city, a land, a nation. Not bound by ancestry or borders, just loyalty to these colors. This team. And this team's been through it, man. Long days, cold nights, hardships and heartbreak. But you know what? We learned from it. We learned that the greatest heights conquered often begin in the greatest depths. And the past need not define what we would will ourselves to become. It was a hard road to get here. Yeah. But you know what? The journey that's easy never matters. Sacrifice is the price for greatness. So beat down, cast out, broken and battered, but we never abandoned. We never cowered. We never quit. Never quit. We built something new here, brick by brick, player by player, turned defeats into lessons and rivals into teachers to become the best we've ever been. So, to the ones coming for us, I say bring it. We want all the smoke. Give us your tireless, your strongest, your players yearning to be champions, the tough and the towering battering at our door.
Touchdown! Garrett Wilson scores!
Because we trained for this. We bled for this. We met the worst and came out on the other side to now, to this moment, to our time.
What are you willing to give up to win the championship this year? So it's going to take sacrifice. Staying together.
What's past is prologue. The story begins now.
Outstanding.
This ain't what you want. That's a man that came up for the New York Jets. Boy, y'all gonna learn something around here. Ooh, Lord. I like that intro. I thought it was pretty dope when I saw it a few days ago. I was like, oh man, I gotta put that up there. Shout out to Method Man representing New York. I'm just saying. Other than that, what we got going on, late night transfer man Ted Hicks. The morning coffee with my man, Fireman Rich, on Twitch in the mornings. It's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. He does do the audio podcast as well on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If he gets tired and he ain't got no damn more, he ain't nothing but a show off. But I respect it. I'm trying to get in the same situation. I ain't too far. I'm not too far off. I'm not too far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do about maybe 10 more years max. But I gotta take care of the young ones. So I need to stay on the clock and have that extra money. You know what I'm saying? So my man Brian over there. Go ahead, Brian.
In the chat, in the private chat, can you play that one?
For the love of God, this dude in his video clips. All right, Brian, just for
we got time. The games don't start for another 30 minutes.
Nah, you're correct. You're correct. You know what?
So this is a supersized version of Belt Kings. This is what you're gonna get. So this is good.
I agree. Hang on. We're gonna put it up.
Not a 10-minute video.
I know, because Brian in person. I like what he's doing here. We're gonna go ahead and do this. Let's rock.
Houston, it's been a minute. Y'all stay strong, passionate, and resilient. From the bayous to the birds, it don't matter if you're 281 or you're 713. We are all made by H-Town. The past is the past. Tomorrow isn't a given. We are here now.
Let's go, baby. Attack the ball.
Led by our cap, self-made, dues paid. And rents due every day. And one thing for sure, we stay on our grind. Until you keyboard warriors, what's up? Cause it's about to get hot. In H-Town, we don't run from the heat, we turn it up. So put your H's up high in the sky, cause we all we got.
And we won. Big play to Nico Collins. Will Anderson.
We are all H-Town made.
I see you over there, Brian.
I love it. I love it.
Over there. You got Slim Thugger up here. I hear you.
Wow.
That was all right. That's all right. That's how
That
we're
was
gonna start the
nice.
season off. I like that. I appreciate that contribution, homie. As much hell as we give you for your video clips, I'm gonna give you that one there, bro. I'm gonna give you
Yeah,
that.
we
was
don't run from the
outstanding.
heat. We turn it up.
Outstanding.
Give you
Yeah, I
that
like
one
that.
there. The original co-host coming with his contribution to start off season 2. I appreciate that. I appreciate that for real. That was pretty dope. That was pretty dope. Brian T.S. Cattle Skull, catch him on Snapchat. We got to get a little punk self back on the internet. I understand where he's coming from, but damn it, we got work to do, man. You tell everybody out there, I said, if you broadcast and you talk sports, I don't know why your ass ain't up here, because a bunch of y'all do a whole lot of talking and you just want to be heard. You don't want to listen to nothing. That's your damn problem. That's why we the best up in here. Y'all
Get
gonna
in the
learn.
conversation. That's why I'm here.
Doing this for too long, and a bunch of y'all think I'm selfish. I'm on your ass. This ain't what you want.
Yeah, I gotta like JoJo's in the house.
Oh, he finally made it.
JoJo's here.
No, he was in the chat.
Yeah, he was in the
Oh.
chat. But I mean, yeah, I'll put a message to Jim in Chicagoland.
You know what? I'm going to do this too because I've been putting it off, and I want to give credit to everybody who designs their own jerseys. I've done it before. Actually, I have a design. Did I? I have a design one. Yeah, I know I want to do one when we was on Haps. I might do one for this because this is no. I'm not. Stop it. I'm not putting that on camera. I'm not putting that on the screen. Really. I'm not doing that. No. I'm just talking. This doesn't get me in that position. This gets me another one. I'm on my third Long Island T mode right now. You know what I'm saying? I want to put something together as far as like a jersey, something like what Method Man and Method Man. Yeah, he had one. Slim Thug had one. I used to see people do it. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do that yet. Before the show, since we're running on season 2, and it's been pretty good. I'm getting a lot of support outside, and I've been hearing it. I do want to try and start putting something together, but my money ain't right now. I'm not going to lie. My money ain't right now for me to do all the extra stuff, and I haven't established myself the way that I said I was going to. I was going to ask Ted to help me out with it, but I know Ted be busy, so I got to get on my own thing. But I got things happening over here to where I didn't get it done yet. So the audio that I wanted to put out there for the audio broadcasting, I haven't put that together yet. I'm probably going to need some help with that. But I'm just going to
We'll scrape the audio. That's easy, Tone. Don't even worry about
I know,
that.
but I just got other stuff to do because I already got this going to 5 platforms. They ain't catching it here. They ain't trying to watch it. And I was staying on people. I try to support folks on a lot of things. I don't feel like I'm getting the primary support I wanted, but that's not their fault. That's mine for demanding and looking for it so much. I just got to be me and do what I got to do. So we here.
Listen.
That got me crunk.
You stay doing what you're doing. Because at some point, people are going to catch on. People will catch on, and they will show up. So you keep doing it. You keep pushing it out to the platforms and everything like that. It will happen.
Absolutely. I know, Helen. I already know. And I wanted to try to put this on the I'm going to throw this on Rumble as well. So anybody looking for me, anybody trying to see where they can catch this at again, you can follow my link tree, Tony D. Original. I will put this on Rumble. We're already right now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn as of right now. I'm going to throw this on Rumble as well. I do not think I'll be able to throw it on Clapper. I know I can't put it on TikTok because it's too long. I'm going to try to put it on Instagram, but it may be too long over there. But I definitely want to put it up for as many
platforms. You can scrape the best parts
and break it in parts.
And break it in parts and upload it on TikTok.
I'll be wanting the whole thing up there. I'm sorry. I'll be wanting the whole thing up there. I ain't going to lie. Because we be coming with it up here, man. I'm sorry. I want to make sure everybody gets heard and everything that you got out there gets out there. So definitely it'll be on Rumble unless Rumble has a time cut. I can't add Rumble. I got to get through the custom RTMP mess too. I'm going to have to take some time. I just can't mentally right now. I don't have it right now.
Well, Tony, just so you know, because Helen's saying check your recordings. And there's something I found out because I did a broadcast this morning, just a few songs, just waking up and stuff, like jamming a little bit. And I actually downloaded that broadcast from Restream. So you can download your broadcast afterwards. I don't know.
Yeah, I've done that. That's how I put it on.
Okay.
That's how I put it on Rumble. And like I said, Helen, I already know. I told you. I already know. I got it. Gentlemen, we're gonna wind this down. I need to get some breakfast for the game starts because we got about 30 minutes. My time frame is off. I apologize to everybody. I do still have Central Time Zone on my head. I did live out there for a while. I'm used to games coming on at noon, so that's on me. At least noon Central Standard Time, but I'm on the East Coast. And I've been out here long enough to know better, but I'm still going through my adjustment. I just talked to somebody about that not too long ago. So appreciate everybody for being here.
First week of Belt Kings here.
Hell yeah. 2-hour broadcast. I didn't even expect it to be this long. Ted done made it in while he was in the rain and all that craziness. Get ready for the game. We'll try to be ready for the post game. I know I got to be at work in the morning, so we'll see how the post game goes.
We won't do it too late. We'll work on it behind the scenes.
Gotcha.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Oh,
Go handle your
that's
game, bro.
everybody on
Go
the
handle your
field,
game.
real field.
We're gonna wind it down. Appreciate everybody for being here.
Probably,
Thank you, Rich. Thank you, Brian. Thank you,
yeah,
Ted.
my pleasure.
Thank you, Helen. Let's see what we got here. JoJo was here for a minute. We had Nancy in Wisconsin. We had Super Value from Twitch. Appreciate anybody who's coming in from the platform that we don't normally see that jump in. That's a plus to me. When somebody comes in with questions, I love that.
Sadie.
Yeah, thank you, Sadie. Who else we got up in here?
Let's go, Red Ravens.
We're going to wind us down. Gentlemen, you all take care of yourselves. I will be seeing you all again. I also did do a broadcast last night as the Random Multi-Broadcaster. I put out a little music mixed with some news. I had fun with it. Took it back to the little bit of the late 70s, early 80s era. Little Hall Notes, little Earth, Wind & Fire, a little Steely Dan. Y'all go enjoy yourselves and check that out. That's on my Twitch as well. I will talk to you all later. Thank you all again.